Right there guys, this is Dale of Wombat Warble Gaming, and this is basically a channel update just to let you know what the hell's been going off, why I've not been uploading for ages. No, I'm in fact not dead, and what I want to do going forward with it. So, first of all, why the hell have I not put any content up for months? Short answer is house move. About 10 months ago we decided we were going to change the house we were living in, and we literally only got the keys to this place like 2-3 days ago. So the vast majority of my camera gear, my board game stuff, my PC that I use for editing, all in storage. I haven't had access to any of it. So I've had no chance to record anything just because I've not had access to my stuff. Yeah, it's been a hell of a thing. Like, top tip if you're moving house, make sure if the people you're buying off have probate, because if not, you'll be in limbo for months. But yeah, so we're finally in the new house, we've got all my stuff back, I can actually start making videos again. Great. It's not going to be a consistent thing though for a while, just because the house is quite old. We need to spend a lot of time fixing it, so a lot of my time and effort is going to be spent on this place, just getting it to where we want it to be. Prime example, I have no idea when this video is going to go up because the house currently has no internet. We've got a guy coming in a few days to actually just hook the house up with it, because there is none, because the person who lived here just didn't need it because they were that old. So yeah, it's going to be sporadic, I'm afraid, over the next few months of the upload schedule. There isn't really going to be one. It's going to be whenever I can, just find the time, honestly, and not be completely dead from just doing housework and chores and DIY the whole time. So, no, the joys of being 30. Hey dog. But, right, so not all doom and gloom though. I am going to get some games in. Like, we are going to start recording again now that I've finally got access to stuff. So all the collection is in there, and we've expanded it a little bit over time. I have been getting some new stuff in that's finally arrived. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through what we've got here, and what I'd like is if you could comment below, like, what game you would like me to play first, like if there's a couple that you're interested in that you'd like me to show off. So we're going to have a quick breeze through the collection and just see what we've got and discuss from there. So, let's have a gander, shall we? Okay then, so this is the collection of games as it stands at the moment. Ignore all the cardboard boxes. As I said, we literally just moved in. We have no place for them to go at the moment, so they're just sticking in here for now. So, let's work our way from the top down. Obviously, we'll not include chess. That is just a thing. So, let's have a look at these, shall we? So, Kill Team, I have got a lot of it. I've been picking up some of the recent boxes for there. I've literally just got Nakmund. I'm currently building the Chaos Space Marine team from there at the moment. The Legionaries, quite happy with how that's going out, so hopefully I should have them ready to do. Terrain's built, but it'll take a while to paint it. Arctaris is, of course, fully painted at this point, which is very nice. Thinking as well how I'm going to include old Kill Team boards, such as the indoor ones like Arena and Pariah Nexus, just into current Kill Team, because there's no indoor rules for those at the moment. So I'm going to have to puzzle through those and have a little bit of homebrew things just to try and make it work, I think. Another one that we do want a long play of, Blackstone Fortress. I've had a bit of a hankering for that, honestly. Like, it's been a while since I've played it, and for those of you who don't know, Blackstone Fortress is a Warhammer 40k like dungeon crawler. But you've got all the cool aspects about the setting that don't usually see light, so your rogue traders, some of the Eldar rangers, Kroot mercenaries. There's a Man of Iron in there you can play as. But yeah, really good little dungeon crawler. Also got the Escalation expansion there that I've not actually finished yet, so that'll be new for me how that plays out. So yeah, definitely want to do some Blackstone at some point. Let's have a look at some of these. So these are more party games, so not all of these I will be able to produce content for. Some you're going to need a lot of people in, like What Do You Meme is obviously quite old at this point. Plenty of you have probably already played that yourself, and that's lots of people and drinks sort of game. So not sure if I will make content of that, but might not be the worst idea. I'll see if I can think of something. Secret Hitler. Brilliant game. If you've ever not had a chance to play that, please do. It's like a hidden role political sort of thing where you're just trying to figure out who your enemies are, and you're trying to make sure Hitler's elected chancellor or takes over, and you're trying to make sure you get the policies you want pushed through. But it's all about accusing people and figuring out who's on whose side. Very good social game, that one. Silk, already played that twice on the channel. Turns out though, because our friend taught us that game and we didn't read the rulebook, we got it wrong! So wrong. So yeah, we're going to have to revisit that at some point, just because, yeah, it is a very nice little game. and I'd like to have some channel footage where it's actually played correctly. Happy Little Dinosaurs. Now, I picked this one up purely because I love the art style of it. It is very, very cutesy, but surprisingly nice little game, that. Like 2 to 6 players with the expansion in there that we got, so yeah, nice little game we can have a look at. Galaxy Trucker, obviously the last game that I did actually upload to the channel. Love, love, love that game. But I think it's, at the moment, I need to make sure that we get some people that are a bit new to it. Because me and Glenn have played this to the point where we are really quite good at building ships, and the fun of Galaxy Trucker is like reaching into the middle bit, trying to assemble your ship and not really knowing where to go where. We've kind of refined that process now, so might need to shake it up a little bit with that. Cubitos, very fun racing game. It's all about buying different dice that do different things and just rolling loads and loads and loads and loads of dice. Might be intriguing, difficult maybe to bring to the table and record it, just because there's so many dice rolling all the time. It's hard to follow what the action actually is. Also, also, slight technical side note, that game is printed in Spanish, because a friend bought it for me, but yeah, the manuals and the cards and everything that go with it is in Spanish, so we'd have to get our own little post-it notes just to make that work. Cards Against Humanity, party game that everyone knows and is probably sick to death of at this point. I know we are. I actually picked up a version of Gwent from... what's that website for little things that... Because it's not an official version. It'll come to me. But yeah, if you haven't played the Witcher 3 Gwent card game, that is literally that version of it. Not the one that was a standalone thing that came later. But it's got its own little board that comes with it, which is quite nice. Don't Get Got at the back. Again, lovely party game. Absolutely love that one. But very hard to record, I think. Because especially if... You need cameras everywhere, and I've only got 2, and it works really well when you've got the most amount of people and people aren't aware that you're trying to play the game, because if you are, it kind of ruins the fun. So it's something that needs to sneak in, and it would require a lot of footage and editing to make it work, so I don't think we'll bring that to the channel, sadly. But if you are looking for a good game yourself for a party, Don't Get Got is excellent. Have a look at the shut up and sit down version if you can. One Night Ultimate, Werewolf Vampire expansion as well. They're quite fun, and I'm pretty certain we could make content for that. That could be quite an interesting little social deduction one that would make some nice footage. Exploding Kittens is under there somewhere. Of course, excellent little party game. Here to Slay. Now, I absolutely love that game. That is possibly my favourite card game. Would you class it as a card game? There is some dice in there, but it's mostly about the cards you draw, the team you build. You're trying to build like a team of little woodland critters to go and slay monsters, and trying to give them power-ups, but you're also messing with the other people as well, so that they're not as successful. But just such an excellent game, that. Love, love, love Here to Slay. Right, let's mosey on down. Another Kill Team expansion. That one is the Rogue Trader one, I believe. Again, got a good board, and the terrain isn't painted in that, actually. My partner's decided she wants to paint all that, but hasn't found the time for it, unfortunately. Inish. Lovely, lovely game. My friend bought it round, and I just fell in love with it. So I bought it myself, and I've painted up all the miniatures on it, and they look, I think, really quite good. Mostly card play based game, so I might have to have a think about how that'll look on camera and recording it. But no, that is an absolutely wonderful game. Like, it will just pull your brain apart in terms of the amount of things you could do with it. And it's always a case of the person that no one was looking always just squeaks in a win when no one was paying attention. So yeah, very, very good game, that. The King's Dilemma. Now, I really want to have this one and have a go with it. I've not even had any rounds with it yet, and I've had it for about a month now. Because it's a long campaign game, but you're basically the small council from Game of Thrones. Like, you're all your own little house, and you've got your own little agenda, and you're just trying to steer a kingdom in the direction you want it to go, and just bribing your friends, and like trying to force your agenda through with political power and everything. So I think that'd be a really interesting one. It's all about an expanding story, and there are consequences to your decisions, and yeah, sounds lovely. Really want to give it a go at some point, but it's just a case of finding a group who's willing to sit down and come back to it again and again, because it requires a lot of time sink, I think, but I hope the story in that's going to be really good. Lol, Monopoly. Funny enough, Derby is where we are, so yeah, that is the Derby edition of Monopoly. Don't know if you want to see that, let me know if you do. I don't think you will. Okay, XCOM. Love, love, love XCOM. I've had one video of that up on the channel, where me and my partner are playing through it. It's just the first one. You're basically fighting an app on that. There's limited time, you've got to make quick decisions. But yeah, I've loved XCOM for ages. But yeah, glad I finally got the board game and got it all painted up and everything. Nemesis expansions, the main Nemesis box set is down there. But so I don't think on the channel we've had the Carnomorphs or the Void Seeders played as Nemesis games yet. Very different ways of playing it. The Carnomorphs, they just basically keep showing up. They're very hard to kill. Instead of getting weaker over time, they get stronger. So it's just a case of getting off the boat as fast as you can, because you are not fighting your way out of Carnomorphs. Void Seeders is more psychedelic. Like it's all about seeing things that aren't there and like slowly going insane and just like being terrified by things, shooting at shadows and just injuring yourself in pure terror. And yeah, they add a little bit extra to the formula of Nemesis. So yeah, love both of those for different reasons. Let's shimmy this over to another glorious day in the core. Obviously, that I think is fairly safe to say is the game that built this channel. Like, yeah, loved playing through there. I've got all the expansions. I still want to play the full run through where I am playing as the Alien Hive. But if I can get like some of my friends to rope in so we've got the maximum amount of players as well as me playing it with the Hive, then that would be an excellent campaign. I just need to see if I can find some people who've got the time to dedicate to it. Villainous from Disney. Surprisingly good. Like, it's an asymmetric game. You're playing as classic Disney villains and you've all got your own plot that you're trying to achieve. But you're also stopping other people from doing theirs, and it's the first one to complete theirs that wins. So it's all about like disrupting your friends' plans and just trying to stop them from doing what they're trying to do while you do yours first. So it's about like stopping your friends but not making too many enemies so they don't immediately all go after you. So it's surprisingly good, that. Okay, OG Nemesis, of course. Played plenty of that and still absolutely love it. My friend's actually got the latest Nemesis Lockdown, so yeah, we do want to record that at some point because that is we had 1-2 games of it and love it so far. Aeronautica Imperialis. This is the new one, Wrath of Angels. So we've got the Astartes and the Eldar in there. I've got them painted up. I have a Thunderhawk gunship. I'm very happy with that. So I do need to have a set of those, and then I need to see how both of these flights fare against the ones from the other boxes. So yeah, plenty of content I could be making with Aeronautica Imperialis, which is quite nice. And the latest one is Knockdown. Now this comes from the same people, Awakened Realms, that made Nemesis. So I've got 2 volumes of it at the moment and a little expansion. And what it actually is a one-on-one fighting game in the vein of Tekken or Mortal Kombat, that sort of thing. And the box itself, when you open it up, it turns into a stage. So you've got like a little 3D arena to fight in. Like I played plenty of it on Tabletop Simulator when they launched the campaign, just to get a feel for the game, and it was really fun. But I've yet to have a physical go with these copies that I've just got. Admittedly, I do want to paint up all the miniatures first before we properly dive into it. But it's all about pulling from Awakened Realms various IPs. So this one I believe is based on Siege Storm. This is Nemesis, clearly. And we've got a little free expansion with it, a Chili Penguin from Etherfields, I think that one came from. So yeah, plenty of content potential there. I know it's a good system. I just want to get the models painted up before we actually get started with it. So, with that in mind, everything in the collection, if there is anything that has piqued your interest or you want me to revisit, or like what do you want to see? Like what's really interesting of these and what you'd like to see on the channel? Doesn't matter if it's something we've not done before or if it's something we have and you just want to see more of it. Please let me know in the comment section down below, and when I get time to actually sit down and play some games and record them, that's what I'm going to prioritise, so please let me know down below. Okay, so that was a quick rundown of the collection in the state it's in. As mentioned, let me know what you want to see first. There's plenty of it, and I want to get through all of it at some point, if I can. Some of them, the games, they go more towards being recorded than others. They'll work better on camera, but yeah, if I can, I would like to make content of all of them at some point. So please let me know what's interesting to you, and we'll try and prioritise that. So yeah, that's a summary then of where I've been, what I've been doing, going through, and where we are now. So yeah, thanks for sticking with us. I realise it has been a very dry couple of months on the channel, so apologies for that, but thank you for sticking with us, and hopefully you'll enjoy the new content when it comes out. And so until then, this has been Dale of Wombat Wargaming.